A domain name server is a special type of server that connects domain names with IP addresses, and it's a good thing we have them. Thanks to DNS, you don't have to keep your own address book of IPs for your favorite websites. Instead, you just connect through DNS, which manages a massive database that maps domain names to IP addresses. You can always bypass DNS by typing an IP directly in your browser, which you saw in the last video. But can you imagine doing that every time? And what if your favorite website gets a new IP address? As you can probably already see, DNS is a really important part of the web. Let's see how it works. When it comes to DNS, proximity matters. Depending on where you are and when you log on to the internet, you may use a different DNS to find websites. Meaning, the DNS that looks up teamtreehouse.com when you're at home may not be the same DNS at work or school. Say, for example, you hit up your local library for some free Wi-Fi. When you log on to the internet, the library's internet service provider tells your computer what DNS to start with when looking up IP addresses for domain names on the web. Although, not every DNS server knows every domain name. For example, when I type in teamtreehouse.com into my address bar, the DNS system begins by looking at the top-level domain, or .com in the case of teamtreehouse.com. It will then ask which server the domain teamtreehouse is on if it doesn't already know. Within DNS, there's a hierarchy of servers, so if one doesn't know, it sends a request to the next server and the next until the correct website is located. If all goes well, the server sends a short message back to the client, your computer, saying that everything is okay, followed by the web page itself. The DNS system is quite complex, but the important takeaway is that DNS is the address book for the internet, and it's what connects domain names with IP addresses. If you're interested in learning more about DNS, check out the teacher's notes.